Then we will start with opening statements. I will have state go first, and then I will have the defendant second.
Your Honor, today I bring before the court a borderline terrorist. This individual took it in his own hands. I'm going to prove this. The attempt to murder the elected people that serve this community with their dearest of heart. This individual, with complete disregard for other people's lives, attempted to take the life of Lieutenant Governor Mr. James. I believe it's James Joseph. I'm really bad with names. Sorry, Mr. Joseph. With that being said, he used some serious weaponry to do this. We will be proven. I tell you, everybody. You hear me, Miles? I'm telling you. We're going to prove he used a... Thank you. Class 1 firearm and a Class 3 firearm to commit these heinous crimes. Furthermore, one sec. We are going to prove he is in possession of those firearms, obviously, as well that he attempted to murder Mr. James Joseph, our Lieutenant Governor, with those firearms. Furthermore, he is very lucky that that's all we're pursuing today, because from my understanding, we probably could have pursued more attempted murder charges here. With that being said, the state is ready to proceed with several witnesses, some very diverse civilians of this community from all different walks of life who witnessed this heinous act and these crimes committed, these atrocities, honestly. Your Honor, I'm ready. I'm freaking... Let's do this.
All right, is that all done from the state side?
Ready. But one sec. Please, you got anything?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're good.
All right, and the defendant's opening statement, if you'd like to approach.
Yeah, I just want to say, all this right here, I'm gonna blame the Devil's MC. You know, they are the ones behind all this. It's not me. It wasn't me. Devil's MC.
Okay.
And you know what? That cowboy hat makes you look really thick.
You know, I don't know if I'm allowed to object yet, Honor, but objection.
Objection.
All right, sorry.
That is okay. Keep it professional.
My
Okay, guys?
apologies. My apologies, sir.
I'm trying. Is there anything else you need from me?
Nope, is that it from the fence?
That's it right now, yes. But when I tell my side of the story, is that now or is that later?
Later.
Okay. Well, that's all I want to say. It was the Devil's MC.
All right, and I'm under the assumption that you have multiple witness testimonies you'd like to bring forth, state.
Yeah, absolutely. The state will be calling its first witness. It's time to liven up this courtroom. We call Mr. Cocaine Gramps, who was there the night of the incident.
Oh, this guy.
Excuse me, Governor. Thank you.
Is that Dr. Disrespect here?
All right, Mr. Gramps.
Thank you, blonde bitch.
Mr. Gramps?
Your Honor.
Mr. Gramps.
Hold on, Mr. Gramps. I got to ask you the
Calm down.
questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you ready, Your Honor?
Of course.
Okay. Can you state your name for the record, Mr. Gramps?
My name is Cocaine Gramps, yes.
Okay, Mr. Gramps. Can you go ahead and tell us about the night in question?
Sorry. This is also Linguini with me. I must point that out.
Oh, can you turn around so I can see Linguini? Who's that? Oh, okay. Yep.
Linguini, my doggy, yeah.
Yep. Therapy
That
dog.
thing ain't had its shots. I'm not comfortable being around it.
The
All right,
dog had
guys.
its shots.
Take our turns.
Okay. Yep. All right, Mr. Gramps, tell me about the night in question here. The night at the club in which it was shot up, from my understanding.
Yes, sir. So we was dancing, right? We was at the titty bar, and we was dancing, looking at the ladies, and we was drinking. And then the lieutenant governor, as he so does, he wants to come and join and do some community bonding. So he was dancing with us. Look, he was moving kind of like that with us.
Right.
And I was in my booty shorts, but I'll be honest, I did pack my front because it's not that big, and I'm a little bit embarrassed. And there was a lot of radio chatter going on. I saw some funny individuals on the radio. Shortly after that, this scum of human right there.
What's his name,
barged in.
Gramps?
I didn't get his name with all the gunfire. I took some rounds. I ate
Okay,
two
sorry.
bullets. And my iron body husband, Jackie, he ate a whole bunch more. And Trey too. We all started running, and we ended up having to take a whole bunch of people to the hospital. But I saw him get gunned down.
Okay, who did the gunning of down, and who got gunned down?
The security team for the lieutenant governor done shot that man right there.
Okay,
that
man. Okay, what'd that man do to get gunned down?
He barged in with an automatic gun, and he just started spraying.
Okay.
Spraying.
Can you describe this gun to me? What it looked like?
It was a big black gun, and it was, you know, when he came in, all I heard was like that, and then, you know, a bunch of people just started falling all around me. I jumped in front of the governor to protect him.
Okay, all right. Was there anyone else there shooting that night that you saw?
Only his security team firing back.
Okay, the governor's security team firing back, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. What happened after that? Anything in particular that I need to know?
After that,
Yeah.
I went in the back and I touched myself. I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
feel like that's something that I really had to get off my chest.
That's okay. I understand. I'm okay. That's okay. Your Honor, we're done with this witness.
Rub one out
you can
when I'm
have him.
nervous.
Would the defense like to cross-examine?
Yes, I would. Move it. No need to disrespect, Dr. Disrespect.
Nope. Go back there.
Oh,
Stay
I'm
up there,
sorry.
and then you will cross-examine
All right.
and ask him questions.
Well, listen. So you said I entered the Mayfair, right?
Yes, sir.
I never stepped foot in there. Okay.
You're
All
sorry,
that was
Bahama
taking place
Mamas. Let me
outside
make a correction. I'm
no,
sorry.
it was not Bahama
I've
Mamas.
been thinking of the Mayfair.
Objection. I think this man
It
is
was-
testifying right now. I'm not really sure.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Stick to asking him questions. Do not
Okay.
testify, please.
So when did you see me open up fire?
So I was looking at the ladies dancing because there's this one girl in there that I throw all my money at. She left me one night with $35 and then ghosted me. I was watching them dance, and then once the gunfire started going on, I looked over towards the entranceway, and I saw
Fucking
actually a
Christ.
few dead Bahama Mamas guards. And during that situation, I observed you walk into Bahama Mamas shooting, so I dove in front of the lieutenant governor.
So you're saying Bahama Mamas? Okay. Was you ever in the same night? Was you
Gotta
ever
clarify
up in Roxwood?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Would the state like to redirect examine, or are you done with this witness?
I have one more quick question for him, or actually maybe two. Mr. Gramps, so you described to me an incident that took place at Bahama Mamas, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you weren't there for the Roxwood incident, correct?
No, sir.
Okay, but you did identify this individual. Oh, go ahead.
I think I showed up to Roxwood after the fact, after there was police already there.
Okay, that's all right. We'll touch base on that.
I did show up. I did. I showed up. There was police tape everywhere, and I went inside, asked what's going on, and he said there was a shooting. That's all I remember.
Okay, all right. But Bahama Mamas, you saw this individual walk inside with a firearm and shoot the
Yes,
place
sir.
up?
Yes,
Okay, all right. All right, no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for your time. You can step back.
Yes, Your Honor. You're very handsome. I just want to let you know that. Miles, don't
Thank you,
cheat on
sir.
me with him.
The state does have a few more witnesses, Your Honor. They'll be a little bit faster, I believe.
Time.
Okay,
Who would you
all
like to
right.
call up?
We're going to call up one of our, I'd say, 2-star witnesses that night. Lieutenant Governor, our victim, Mr. James Joseph. I'll stand right here. Don't worry. You'll feel safe with me.
Thank you, sir.
Got
I
katana.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
State your name for the record, please.
It's James Joseph.
All right. You can proceed.
All right. Mr. Joseph, Lieutenant Governor James Joseph, can you describe this night in question? Start from what you remember to what you don't.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I started my night off at Bahama Mamas. I was actually with Gramps and the group, and we were I was doing some community I was trying to get some community engagement going. So, we were doing a couple little dances together, and all I hear is gunfire rain off in the club, to which we were escorted to the back immediately. I didn't see who was shooting at that point. I just know that a couple of bullets went by me. So we were hurried into the back. Later that night, we made our way up to Mayfair. I was having a conversation with the assistant chief, Steph, and the governor, Toad Omega, and someone shot me as I was in conversation with the assistant chief. I didn't get a chance to see who the person was. I just know that I was shot from behind. I was brought to the hospital. They did some fine patch-up work. I went back to the Mayfair where they had an individual there. And then this was the man that they later identified as the shooter. And that's all my recollection of the night, sir.
Okay, all right. Do you, ask this, Bahama Mamas, did you remember, was anything said by the shooter that you can recall?
No, sir. No, I was in the middle of dancing again there.
Okay, fair enough. How about during Mayfair? Can you recall anything that was said?
I was shaking my hips like this with Gramps, and
Hey, that we're talking. Sorry.
The music was loud, the environment was crazy, and seriously, all I heard was some gunshots. I didn't hear anyone speak. The gunshots came from the entrance of the Bahama Mamas. I don't think they had They did. I don't think they came to talk to anybody.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right. What did the gunshot sound like? Did it sound like automatic gunfire or semi-automatic gunfire?
It was 100% automatic gunfire. Sound like, yeah, it was definitely raining out.
All right. All right. Do you still have the clothing you were wearing that night by chance?
Did
Did you wake up and receive that back with blood on it or anything?
I don't remember exactly what I was wearing, but sure, I don't remember.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
I change a lot, sir. I change a lot.
Yeah, understandably so. You're a very fashionable man. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track.
Appreciate it.
God, lady, lock it in. Okay. No further questions for him at this moment in time, Your Honor.
All right, defense, would you like to cross-examine?
Oh yeah, I just got a question. Do you remember what gun or what they pulled out of you? Like, did they say what caliber was?
Caliber? They didn't specify which caliber was pulled out of my
Okay.
back. No.
All right. And after Mayfair, you said you came back to after you got shot. You came back to the club.
I went to the hospital and then I was brought back to the club. Yes.
Okay. At that point, had they transported the individual?
They had the individual in custody.
Okay. What was that individual wearing? Do you recall?
I don't recall.
Was there? You didn't know if there was like any colors or any identifiers?
They were wearing a Devil's MC hat.
Okay. That's
That I
need.
do remember. Yes.
All right.
Does the state have any further questions for this witness?
Yeah, just one quick question. Governor, did you see any Devil MC members besides the one individual in the hat, or possible Devil's MC members?
I did not.
Okay,
Not,
all right.
Not at all throughout the night. No.
All right. Do you have any reason to believe the Devil's MC has it out for you or anyone within your organization, government?
I have stated to some officers that I believe that there is some targeted attacks that have happened. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, you're good to return.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, all right. Let's see. What else do we? Okay, yeah. All right, Your Honor, I have two more.
Go ahead.
Okay. The state's gonna call Mr. Jackie Waco to the stand. Sometimes confused with Jackie Chan.
Get it, husband?
State your name for the record, please.
Hello, my name is Jackie Waco.
All right, sounds good. Say you may proceed.
Okay, Mr. Jackie Waco, my understanding is you were present and around during that evening. Can you tell me what you recall?
Yes, I recall dancing with a lieutenant, and I remember some suspicious figures somehow gaining entrance to the Bahama Mamas and running around. I remember them radioing to each other some weird things. And then suddenly there was gunfire. I dove in front of him, trying to block some of the bullets. And then we ended up hiding behind the front counter. And then we took people to the hospital. And then later that night, we were actually with you yourself. And we showed up to the second shooting with you.
Okay. So let's go back to Bahama Mamas. You said suspicious figures. Can you remember what they looked like, or are any of them here today?
They were all masked, so it's hard to say.
Okay, right. Can you
But-
just...
I do remember a specific individual, a dark-skinned individual with a white beard.
Okay.
He is not here today.
Okay, all right. Easy enough. What was the one? What were they wearing? Were they wearing any colors, any signifiers, anything in particular you can recall?
They were wearing all black.
All black. Okay, all right. Did any of them have like a, maybe let's say a black, like kind of like a bandana looking thing over their forehead?
Yeah, at least one of them did.
Okay, all right. What else was that individual wearing? Can you recall much about that?
It was just a mixed bag of black motorcycle helmet, black bandana, black balaclava. There's a few of them.
You can go ahead. You go ahead. I'll come back to you. We're done with this one for now, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
So was the bandana they were wearing, was it just over their face or was it completely over their head and face? Or do you recall?
I remember one of them wearing a bandana. It might have been over his eyes and mouth.
Okay.
But again, there was another guy with like a motorcycle helmet, and then they were just all. It was just a mixed bag of black. Really.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Any further questions from the state?
Yeah, I just gotta clarify one thing. This black bandana, was it there's a few black bandanas in the city, right? There's ones that go over your chin, one that go over your kind of like eyes and face. Was it kind of loose, kind of like a blanket over the entire head by chance?
It might have.
Okay, might have. All right. Do you remember any signifying or features of that? Did it have any special colors on it, or any colors at all? Was it just pure black? Was it black and yellow, black and pink, black and white, black
It
and
might
blue?
have been black and red.
Black and red. Okay, all right. No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You can return.
Thanks, Jackie. Nice guy, man. Okay. All right, we have our final witness now. It is going to be the governor himself, Mr. Toad Omega. Oh, we're not doing intros. Just Mr. Toad Omega today. The governor. Don't walk out music, please.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, would've
State your
been
name for the
smart.
record, please.
Total Megaster.
Give me a good.
All right, state you may proceed.
Just ask him. Okay, all right. Mr. Governor, can you tell me about the night in question? What you remember from start to finish, as best as you can.
The night started at Bahama Mamas. I was at the backside of the club. I believe I had 2 or 3 officers there for a detail. I think it was Gunner Smokes, the chief of LSPD. I had Lulu Lost Slappy there as well, and then Wangle was the other one. They were all there. We were enjoying ourselves and having a good time and trying to do some public outreach, at Bahama Mamas. One of my favorite places, to be honest. And then all of a sudden, I was watching Lieutenant Governor and several other individuals dance together on the front side of the club over by the bar. And about that time, I heard shots ring out, and I was rushed to the back room, the dressing room there at Bahama Mamas. And my understanding is there was shots fired for several minutes. And then I guess the person was disabled and taken into custody. I'm not sure past that. And then, after that all was cleared up and stuff, Bahama Mamas ended up shutting down because, of course, the vibe through the night was pretty dull after that. And so Bahama Mamas closed the doors for the night. And I made a phone call to try to get Mayfair open. We were able to get Mayfair open, and we went up there to spend the rest of the night. At that point, the detail that I had went on about their business, and we went up to Mayfair because I didn't really think that a second shooting in the same night would happen, but of course it did. We went up to Mayfair. We were standing behind the building right there in front of Mayfair where the garage is, talking to, like the Lieutenant Governor said earlier, Steph, the assistant chief there at Saffir, or EMS, I apologize. And then about that time, I seen an individual.
Sorry to cut you off. Could you use specific names, please, not titles?
Steph, I don't know her last name off the top of my head. She's the assistant chief. Stephanie or Steph.
Stephanie Solis?
Solis, yes, correct. We were talking to her about some stuff that was going on with the EMS, and just some incidents going on there. I won't get into detail of that, but we were having a conversation about that. And about that time, I seen an individual come around the corner, and they, at the moment, it looked like they were in black, all black. There was what seemed like automatic fire shot towards our direction. I seen the Lieutenant Governor go down. I ran to the other side of the building to take cover, pulled my firearm, and I started looking for the individual to defend myself. I did fire shots at the individual when he was firing at us. He was in a bush on the front of Mayfair. And then at that time, they went down. I made sure that we called the police. The police showed up. Air One, the response was astounding. They showed up. They were able to take the individual into custody. I do remember that the individual, once I was actually able to get up on him and actually see what he had on, there was a mask covering his face as well as a Devil's MC hat on.
All right. Did at any point in time the police inform me of who the individual was?
I never, to my knowledge, heard the name of the individual, and I never seen the individual without the mask or the hat on.
All right. I don't have any questions for him at this point in time. We can move on to the defense if you'd like, Your Honor.
Of course, would the defense like to cross-examine?
Oh, yes. So you said you were at Bahama Mamas that night as well. So do you know roughly what time that shooting took place at Bahama Mamas? Or what was the time difference between the Bahama Mamas one and the Mayfair one, if you were to get?
I honestly do not want to speculate a time frame. I know
The bottom line.
I think any answer for that would be speculation, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
Okay, so was it within the same hour? Do you know if it was within the same hour or a little bit longer?
I'd say it was more than an hour.
Okay, that's all I got.
Anything further from the state?
Nothing farther for the state at this point in time for this witness.
Time?
Thank you, Governor.
A rebuttal?
Yeah, I do. All right. So they were stating on the night of the attack there at the Bahama Mamas, I never stepped foot into that establishment. I never have stepped foot into that establishment, not my place, So I just want to clarify, I was never at Bahama Mamas. I have been to Mayfair though, been there a couple times. I just want to say,
Okay, we'll ask him questions.
what you talking? You interrupting me over there, cowboy.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. My
messing me
apologies, Your
up.
Honor. I didn't realize he could hear me. That's on me. That's
You're
on me.
messing me up. You're
no
messing me
more
up.
further outbursts, please. I didn't hear him personally. I'm sorry.
Okay,
sir.
I did. I heard him. He's in my ear. I'm sorry. But I just want to say, Devil's MC, I do know they have it out for Mr. Omega and Mr. Joseph. They've made it clear that they were for Mr. Patel when the election was around. I've been around them. I've hung around them. They were for Mr. Patel. They really loved those mango jewel pods and the Alanis he was selling them. I do know that they were for Rip Patel in that regard. And I believe, after the attacks on Mr. Patel at the debate and stuff, thought that maybe that their team was behind it or something.
Guys, we got that
What
nail
I've gathered
and the
from being
hammer,
around,
Freddy.
the Devil's MC.
As soon as we hit him with the.
But I do know I was just starting out to hang out with them, and they had been planning an attack on the governor and the lieutenant governor.
I'm going to assume he was teaching himself as a witness. We'd have questions for him if we're allowed.
Yeah.
Is that your
go ahead.
testimony?
No. I mean, I can go on if I need to.
Basically, he's asking if that's like your side of things, and if we can
Yeah,
ask you
I mean,
questions. Okay.
'cause
Yeah,
if
you can ask me questions.
That is your side of the story. You are testifying, and that means they
Yeah.
are allowed to cross-examine you.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
the state can go ahead.
Oh lordy, I've been waiting for this moment. Okay, Mr. Mikey, that night were you arrested by police for any crimes by chance?
I was arrested. Yes, I was detained.
Okay, you were detained. During that detainment process, what happened?
I was taken down into here at the courthouse. And the two individuals that detained me, I can't think of their names off the top of my head right now, but I gave them the information that I just told you about the Devil's MC, kind of having it out for Mr. Omega and Mr. Joseph. They put me under the CID, and I was gathering information from the Devils for them, but like you said, I kind of failed to do that because they've kind of laid low since that incident on the governor. I do know that there was a shooting at the lieutenant governor today, and I'm 95% sure because I was talking to the Devils that it was planned out by them.
Okay.
They reached the vantage point up on the mansion across from the city hall, and they took out Lieutenant Governor James Joseph.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why were you helping CID out? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that part.
I was helping them out to gather information from the Devil's MC because of they'd set out a hit on Mr. Omega and Mr. Joseph.
Okay. Were you doing it for payment? Were you doing it to be kind? Were you doing it to? Is there some
Was I
other
doing it
reason?
for-
Yeah, were you doing it to work off some charges, possibly?
Yeah.
Criminal charges?
I'm not for sure. I mean, I was doing it for a payment.
Criminal charges specifically found in possession of a firearm, possession of a legal firearm class 1, attempted murder of a state official, in possession of a class firearm number 3.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, okay. Were you Mirandized that evening, Mr. Hall?
Where I was what?
Okay. Were you read your rights?
I was read my rights, yes.
Okay. After reading your rights, did you admit to doing this heinous act against these individuals?
No,
Is there a reason why the police report would say differently?
because,
Okay.
listen.
Listening.
So I took the fall. I did not pull the trigger that night. The trigger was pulled by Mr. Andrew Rossetti. We then switched places. I took the fall, got arrested. Here we are.
Okay. All right.
And
Your
to
Honor.
become a member of the Devil's MC.
Okay. All right. Your Honor, no further questions for this witness at the time. Actually, in general.
You're free to return back to the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Not again.
Mr. Hunter Jones.
Yeah, we have one final piece of evidence to provide here. Go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When we had our little sidebar and you guys walked up here and we came to an agreement that you were not to use the official agreement that you were not to use the police report or any further evidence on the defendant besides witness testimony.
That's what I thought.
I thought we were only doing body camera, Your Honor.
Nope.
You agreed that
Okay.
there was no evidence that was going to be submitted there besides witness testimony. So what you just said, I am not going to take that into account. Now it is time for closing statements, and
All
the
right.
state can go first.
All right. Yes. Here we go. He's ready. Your Honor, I believe today through about, I don't know how many people I brought up here. A lot of people I brought up here. They said they were involved in a serious altercation in which there was a lieutenant governor severely injured. So much so he had to probably seek medical attention. Sounds like had to have bullets removed, so on and so forth. In which a Mr. Gramps witnessed this attack, the original attack occurring at Bahama Mamas, in which Mr. Gramps identified this man right here. and Linguini, Mr. Gramps and Linguini, identified this man as one of these shooters in this attack, whether there's several one.
How did he identify me?
You
I-
will have your
I wasn't
chance,
there.
sir. You
With
will
that
have your
being
chance to
said,
talk.
we then move on to Jackie, who also witnessed this attack and also saw an individual dressed in black. Stand by. Okay, we done? Yeah, there we go. Also dressed in black, which matches Grape's description in which he identified that man. Furthermore, the governor himself, the man, the hero of the day, the individual who took down this shooter, saw a man dressed in black, matching the same exact description. The man, my boy Cocaine Gramps over there, identified as the defendant here. Whether Cocaine Gramps knows his name or not, I think that's irrelevant considering the clothes he was wearing that day. It'd be quite the coincidental situation. Let me do a little thinking here. Okay, Cletus, take the stage. Take the stage, Cletus.
No, that was good.
That was good? You think we're good?
Yeah.
I think we're good. Okay. All right, I would like to mention one final bit of information. Today, once again, he is dressed in black. Is this a coincidence or is this a pattern, Your Honor? That's the question we all gotta ask here. Okay, we're done.
Is that all from the state?
Yeah, that's all.
Defense, you may proceed with your closing statement.
All right. I just want to say, I mean, I don't know how you can identify someone in all black when a lot of this city wears black. And I mean, look at our honor up here. Me and him literally have the same suit on. So, I mean, are you saying that he's the shooter? That night that you were talking about at the Bahama Mamas, I was not wearing all black. I was not even at Bahama Mamas. I stated that earlier. At Mayfair, I had a black shirt
Are you
on.
testifying again, sir?
No, I'm just closing it out. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Keep going.
I was wearing a black shirt, but it had a big 23 on it for Michael Jordan because he's the GOAT.
Amen.
That you know, and I don't think that you can just identify someone wearing all black when 95% of this city is in all black. That is all.
All right, give me a second while I make my decision. All right, I've made my decision, and I, Judge Tony Frost, have formally decided that I find the defendant, Mikey Hall, guilty of the listed charges. Felon in possession of a firearm.
This is rigged.
No more outbursts,
Accept
sir.
that.
Please.
This
let
is
me finish.
rigged.
Felon in possession of a firearm and/or ammunition. Possession of legal firearm class 1. Possession of legal firearm class 3.
That was perfect.
Murder of a state official.